It was late at night. On the edge of town stood an old, abandoned building, Rockfield Elementary School. It had been closed for more than 50 years. The windows were shattered, the walls soaked with moisture, and the doors sealed with thick layers of rust. By day, it looked like just another decaying structure, but when night fell, something about it changed. People said that every midnight, the school bell rang by itself. No one touched it. No wind moved it. It simply rang. Every single night at exactly 12:05 a.m. And after that, no one really knew what happened, because whoever heard that sound never lived long enough to tell. This is the story of Adam and Mila, two horror YouTubers obsessed with exploring haunted places. Their goal was to uncover the truth behind every local legend. And tonight, their mission was Rockfield Elementary School. Adam turned on the camera and whispered, "It's 11:45 p.m. We're about to go inside. People say the bell rings on its own. Let's find out if that's real." The air felt unnaturally heavy. When Adam pushed the door, it creaked open like something on the other side was trying to hold it shut. Then silence. Inside, there was nothing but darkness, only the faint beam of their flashlights cutting through the dust and shadows. Every step they took echoed back at them, as if the walls themselves were listening. Their first stop was classroom number 4. The desks were still there, lined up neatly as if waiting for students to return. Faded drawings hung on the walls and a blackboard stood at the front. On it, written faintly in chalk, were the words, "Never leave before the bell rings." Mila chuckled. Looks like the teacher was serious about attendance. But Adam didn't laugh. He froze. He could have sworn he heard someone breathe behind him. He spun around quickly, but there was no one. Only dust, silence, and darkness. Yet when they replayed the camera footage, the microphone had picked something up. A faint whisper saying, "Don't laugh." They're listening. Before they could react, a loud crash came from above. Something heavy had fallen from the ceiling. They jumped and bolted out into the hallway. The corridor stretched endlessly, lined with rusted lockers. One locker door hung half open. Inside was a small child's backpack. A tag on it read, "Lucy." Mila hesitated, then opened it slowly. Inside was a single item, a small rusted school bell, the kind that once sat on a teacher's desk. "Adam, could this be the bell?" she asked nervously. Adam replied, "Maybe, but why is it here?" The second his hand touched it, the entire building trembled. Doors slammed shut down the hallway. Their flashlights flickered and died. The camera froze. And then, cutting through the darkness, came that sound. Ring! Rang! The bell had started to ring. Adam checked his phone. It was 12:05 a.m., the exact time people claimed it always happened. Mila covered her ears, but the sound didn't stop. It was getting louder, closer. With every echo, they heard faint laughter. It sounded like a child's laugh, or maybe a teacher's. Then, a faint light flickered at the end of the hallway. It came from the old assembly hall. In the middle of that dim room stood a figure, the shadow of a teacher. In her hand was the same bell. Her face was hidden in the mist, but her eyes were completely white. In a low, echoing voice, she spoke, "You are late for class." The doors slammed shut again, and the bell rang so loudly that the walls seemed to shake. Adam and Mila ran as fast as they could, but every hallway looked the same now. It was as if the school had changed its shape, alive, moving, trapping them inside. Behind every door came whispers, screams, and laughter. Someone was calling softly, "Lucy! Your class is waiting." Mila opened one of the doors and froze. Inside sat a full classroom of children. Skeletons, dressed in old uniforms, sitting perfectly still. On the chalkboard, written in dark red letters, were the words, "Never leave before the bell rings." Then the bell rang again. All the children slowly turned their heads toward Mila. Adam grabbed her hand and ran. They smashed through a window and fell outside, gasping for air. The camera was still recording. "We're out," Adam said between heavy breaths. "We made it." But just as he spoke, the sound returned. The bell rang again. Ring! Then his phone buzzed. A new notification popped up. Lucy uploaded a new video. Confused, he opened his YouTube channel. A new video had been uploaded that same night at exactly 12:05 a.m. The thumbnail showed Mila standing in the hallway with the wide-eyed teacher behind her. The title read, "Never leave before the bell rings, live footage." Adam's face turned pale. He looked into the camera one last time and whispered, "If you hear a school bell tonight, don't go looking." After that, his channel was never updated again. But Lucy's account still uploads new videos, every night at 12:05 a.m., and at the end of every single one, the bell rings. So if you like this story, remember this. The next time you walk past an old building and hear a faint bell ringing in the dark, just know, not every bell is a welcome. This was The School Bell That Never Stops. For more terrifying stories like this, subscribe to Hauntra TV, and don't forget to hit the bell icon, because when the next story